I serve in Kids Rock, and I serve because as part of the local church, we are called to serve. And I serve specifically with Kids Rock because I want to make sure that they understand God's truths and promises towards them, how much He loves them, and I feel like at a young age in Kids Rock, that is a great time to start learning that.
I serve on the coffee team, and my main motivation for serving, of course, is obedience to the Lord, just knowing that I'm doing something to ultimately serve Him, but that affects other people.
I serve on the parking team. Why do I serve? It's what God calls us to do. That's what Bedrock's all about, and the parking team is just one of the ways I can do that.
I serve on the setup team, and why do I serve? I serve because God calls us to. For one, and two, there is a need at the church, and I feel like I can, as an individual, fill that need.
Learning as a child, I just remember my teachers when I was in children's ministry and just the impact that they had on me. And so knowing how moldable these kids are, and for a lot of them it's just reiterating the truths that their parents are teaching them at home. But to see a kid understand like how much God truly loves them, that's what kind of keeps you going in the crying times and in the tough ones.
It's important to me because when new people come to the church, I think it's a form of hospitality. It's something familiar that people look for, and it's something that we can do for them as guests and say, here you go, here's a nice warm cup of coffee, welcome to our service, and I hope you enjoy it.
This is what changes things, that we as a people were set aside for prayer to communicate with God. It's an opportunity because it's like this way to know our God. So it's like, it's not necessarily like a work at that point, it's just more of a satisfying thing.
We don't often get thanks, but that's not the position of service. We're not here to get gratitude. The idea of setup team is to make sure everything's, set up for them so that the stage is ready, the curtains are up, the sound systems are working, so that when people get here, they can get their coffee in the morning and can hear service and there's no hiccups.
I would say don't do it just because you want to be on a team, but do it if you have peace in your heart that the Lord is asking you to do something and be obedient in that way.